Back at the range today with the Savage Model 10 Predator Hunter. Trying out 6.5 Creedmoor loads. Shooting the 123 grain Sierra Match King with VARGET from 37.2 to 39.2. Not too bad out today. I think it's about 40 right now. Somewhat sunny. Crony just started giving me some problems. It might be the shade I'm starting to see. But we'll see how this load shoots. Right, it is a little windy out today. Can't hardly keep the target down. So my warm-up rounds here, 147 ELDM, were not very good. Cold shooter. This is what we had last time when I finished with the ELDM. But the group's starting to tighten up when we got into the hand loads. We'll get them measured out at home. That one looks pretty good at 38.2. A couple others don't look half bad, but... Hello YouTube, Gun Nut here. It's another great day to be an American. Let freedom reign. So today I'm doing a video on how these 123 grain Sierra Match Kings worked for me with VARGET as the powder. So go over a little bit of information here on the gun. This is my Savage Model 10 Predator Hunter Camo Max 1, and on top of it, it has a Burris Veracity 4-20 power scope. The bullet I used was the 6.5 millimeter, obviously for 6.5 Creedmoor, 123 grain hollow point bow tail bullet from Sierra. These are nice looking bullets. It's a bullet that would probably be more at home in the Grendel, but I thought I would give it a try here with the Creedmoor since I have them on hand. I decided to go with VARGET as my powder, and the load levels that I chose were from 37.2 to 39.2. I used brand new Peterson brass, so I'm still fire forming the brass, and it is large rifle primer brass, and I used Winchester large rifle primers for my loads. So we'll go ahead and take a look at the data and the results. I should also mention that I went off of the Sierra load data on their website for 6.5 Creedmoor with these 123 grain Sierra Match Kings and VARGET, and it had a max charge level of 39.6. So my 39.2 charge level was 0.4 of a grain below that. So we were definitely within a safe range of pressure as seen on the brass and according to the data. So we'll start out here on the left. This was not these rounds. This was actually factory ammo, 147 grain ELDM. And I did that as my warm-up rounds. This was truly the cold bore shot. And then the next three went into 1.21 inches, which is not very good for me. So I don't think I was really warmed up yet, because when I ended my range trip last time, I shot that same load, 4 shots into 0.89 inches. So a little bit concerned that maybe I wasn't on quite as well today, or when I shot these rounds, as I have been typically. So we'll see what the results show. So that first load level of 37.2 grains of VARGET, I shot 4 shots into 1.08 inches. This 3-shot cluster here was pretty nice, but that fourth one opened it up a bit. Looking at the statistics for that load, I have an average velocity of 2765 feet per second with an extreme spread of 52 and a standard deviation of 23.60. Moving on to the next load level, I shot 37.7 grains, and 4 shots went into 1.14 inches. So very similar to the first group, although it didn't look like it was wanting to group as well as that first one. And the statistics on that 37.7 grain charge level, average velocity of 2771, extreme spread of 41.59, and a standard deviation of 20.170. Moving on to the next charge level, this was definitely the best group of the day at 38.2 grains of VARGET. I shot 4 shots into 0.43 inches. So I was really happy with the performance of the 38.2 grain charge level. And it just so happened that this also worked out fairly well as far as standard deviation. So I should note that I did get an error in my Crony, so I was only able to get velocity in 3 rounds, which will definitely affect statistics. The average velocity was 28.32, so quite a bit higher. The extreme spread was 10.6 and the standard deviation was 5.56. So it did correlate with the best group with the best standard deviation at 38.7 grains. 4 shots went into 0.94 inches. Again, we had 3-shot cluster that looked pretty good. 4th one opened it up a bit. So the average velocity was 2880 feet per second. Extreme spread of 63.27 and a standard deviation of 29.08. And then at the last charge level, 39.2 grains, we had 4 shots going to 1.08 inches, which just happens to be the same size group as the first load level of 37.2. Our average velocity was 2885, extreme spread of 28.95, and a standard deviation of 15.49. So what can we gather from these charge levels in this data? 38.2 seems to be a sweet spot, or I got really lucky. So to prove that out, I'm going to go down a few tenths and up a few tenths. I will probably work somewhere between 38 or 37.9 and go up to about 38.5. And we'll see if we can repeat the performance at 38.2 as well as see what those other load levels give me around 5 rounds at each charge level. And we'll take those out and try them out at the range again. And I should also note, I forgot at the beginning, all shots were at 100 yards. This was with my Savage, as I already mentioned, in 6.5 Creedmoor. It was 45 degrees Fahrenheit, partly sunny. And there was a fairly windy day, 10 to 15 mile per hour winds, but it was mostly in my face, although it did vary quite a bit. So, well guys, I almost forgot, but I wanted to take a quick look at the brass. I did not see or experience any pressure signs with these loads. Here on the left is the lowest charge level, and then incrementing up from there as we go across. I did not feel any heavy bolt lifts, and I did not see anything on the brass that caused me to have concern. So it seemed like we were definitely within a reasonable level for these loads. So that's the data I have for you guys today, using 123 grain Sierra Match Kings with VARGET. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe, and you guys be safe out there.